So, a relatively interesting start to this video. Hello everyone, welcome to another behind the scenes video. Apologies if I'm a little bit quiet on this one, it's just a little bit late, so I'm just kind of showing respect. And today I will be making Shane Torres. Now, for people that know Shane Torres, he is the current CEW hardcore champion. And he's been around the company for a while. He's also known for tattoos. I think he's one of the only CAWs I have that really has tattoos. I think everybody else is sort of relatively, you know, I don't think I've actually got any other CAWs that have tattoos, but, well, there's like one that I can think of. So a little bit of an update. I will get this completely out of the way. I could not find his original face texture, so I've used another one that looks similar to it. So I'm just kind of adding stuff that makes him look at least a little bit like what he once was. Do I go for a bigger beard this year? I don't know. As you can see, I've already done all the face morphing, because I found that that's what actually takes the most amount of time in these videos. At least, I think. And obviously when we got the manipulating of the tattoos, etc., I do kind of want to cut some stuff out so that this isn't like a super long video. I like that. And then if we chuck some extra, like, sideburn definition on there, this could work really well, actually. So whilst I'm working on this, as always, I think by this point, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory as to who Shane Torres is and why he's important in the world of CEW. So Shane Torres, the Tattooed Terror as he's known, he's basically one of the only CEW originals left. He's in a very small group of originals, so he'll always have that, and he's one of the really only dedicated hardcore guys we have. Another important thing is he's actually only ever held one championship within CEW, and it's the belt he currently holds. So that is a wild statistic for you there. Shane Torres, a man who's been in the company for 4 years, has only ever held one championship. Just a little bit of fading on there. I like how it gives you the opportunity to copy. Like, well, actually, there are a few other people on my roster that have tattoos, but it's just Shane's always been kind of the guy that's known for it. Also, he's got a different kind of body type this year. It's a little bit more beefier than he usually is. So I'm trying to make sure that this looks alright. I think that works. Obviously, I would try and add stuff to the shoulders, but I'm a keep it real with you. I'm not the best at working on tattoos. So, tattoos it is for Mr. Torres. Next, we go on to his trunks. Now, Shane is quite unique in the sense that I think he's one of the only guys that really does use trunks. I'm gonna go with a purple gear because reasons. So Shane has always been one of those guys that I really like. He's been one of those characters that I genuinely think I could have done so much more with over the years, but it's never really been his time. And I think we finally found his time right now with the Hardcore Championship. And what's that, just a little bit so that it pops a bit more. The way I've done it with Shane's logos makes it so easy to color customize his gear, because I've made it so that all of his logos are completely black, which means that all I ever have to do to make a new attire is just change the color of the trunks and stuff, and then boom, we have brand new gear for him. Which, you know, if you ask me, I think it's a bit of a stroke of genius, especially when, if you guys have seen CEW, I change gear colors so often on people. Now, I will say that there is something I'm going to look at with Shane this year. I don't know if I'm going to completely get rid of it or change it, but I think you know what's coming next. I'm looking to potentially tweak the metal knee brace, because it's a staple of him. When he hits a knee strike, it hurts, but we need something new. We need something fresh for Shane, and honestly, I think potentially changing the knee brace to something else, maybe even still a knee brace, could be very good in terms of just changing my first thought is to go for something like this. You know, just a standard knee brace. Because I don't know, is his knee brace still in the game? There it is. There it is. So, if push comes to shove, I can go for Old Reliable. But I'm really looking at one of these and thinking about how I can tweak it so that it could work for Shane. Hear me out here. I've thought of a cool design in my mind. Yes, you can change that. So I was thinking, if I make that look almost kind of like silverish, I could still get away with calling it a metal knee brace. Make that metallic, make that metallic. See, I was thinking of making that metallic, but maybe velour. I mean, it would still hurt if he hit you with it, but it's just, I don't know, I think the big knee brace, whilst it's cool, isn't necessarily something that he needs anymore. And you know what? Sometimes it's worth just changing things up a little bit. Thinking of potentially, when it loads, when it lets me, just kind of putting the Shane in there. Yeah, there we go. It's just something subtle, but it looks nice. Okay, so there's the boots. Now what we need to really do is add some wrist tape to him, and then add his jacket, and we're done. See, now I'm thinking, give him them taped up wrists, brother. I actually like that. Because where he's kind of a bit more beefier this year, like, he's gonna go down maybe a bit more of a striking powerhouse type look. I'm looking at the jackets and I'm thinking about what would work with Shane. No. Why do they all look just so, like, bulky? Ooh, now. You actually cannot edit this jacket. Oh, that's a shame. That's an actual shame. Damn it. So I'm gonna have to go with something different then. So I'm just kind of looking here, seeing what I could use for Shane. Because obviously I could go back to his long coat, but then I'm like, I want to try and do something different with Shane. And again, he's not a flashy guy. He's not necessarily a goofy guy either. So now I'm thinking potentially the Edge jacket. Why are his legs so bulky? This game frustrates me sometimes. You'll learn this. Could go for the McIntyre. But you can't edit the black. See, this is the kicker for a lot of this stuff. When you get one that looks good, it's very rarely editable. So this is the one that I typically go for, and that still looks nice. Like, that looks cool, but it's a bit too flashy for Shane. I'll just go for it. And if I change my mind, I will show you the changed design, I guess. So yeah, once I slap this logo on, he'll be done, and then all I need to do is show you the good old, you know, moveset, entrance, that kind of thing. Yeah, let's do this, actually. So it just says Torres on that back. Not too stretched. Yeah, there we go. That's Shane done. So yeah, that's the first part. Once I've done, as you guys know by now, moveset, entrance, all that good stuff, I will show you Shane Torres in his entirety.
sun comes up, you belong to us.